Riders are now 5 minutes before we get underway. The BrainJuice U25 welcome class preview for tomorrow evening's U25 semifinal Grand Prix. And again, we have a field that will be showing here today of around 62 starters via one router, and we'll get underway here in just a little under 5 minutes. First quarter is 12:20. So again, we have a one-round format coming up for the BrainJuice U25 as part of the U25 Grand Prix Series. Semifinals coming up tomorrow evening under the lights on Friday evening. And the course with 13 efforts involved, 2 combinations, and we do have an option at the water, the number 6 effort involved in this one-rounder. It's a time first round format against the clock, time allowed of 71 seconds. 62 starters going to the post.
First is on the move now. We have a field of 62 starters. Our class and the series brought to you by BrainJuice, the #1 natural daily brain supplement, proud partner and major sponsor of Wellington International. 62 starters, 1 rounder, time allowed of 71 seconds. Under the bridge now, our leadoff rider on the way in from Belgium, Jens Philipsen with the Mount of Igor. This is an 11-year-old Dutch warm-blood gelding owned by the Forget-Me-Not Farm of Wellington. First to go.
And for Belgium's Jens Philipsen with the Igor, it's a total of a 9-8 in the field and a 1 on the clock with that time of 71:44. 1 for time. Again, that time allowed here, 71 seconds for BrainJuice U25. Welcome.
Rider showing out of Fishkill, New York, and here is Mia Bagnano with Elon Farm-owned Dundalk. Owners out of Newark, New Jersey, and the rider teamed up with a 9-year-old Irish sport horse gelding.
Yeah, 65-50 and 3 knockdowns for Mia Bagnano with the Dundalk for a score of 12.
Next at our BrainJuice U25, welcome Claire Prop is teamed up with the 12-year-old Dutch warm-blood gelding Highway, owned by Aquitaine Equine of New York.
Yeah, clear round for Clara Prop and Aquitaine Equines Highway. Our first to go clear here for the $10,000 BrainJuice U25. Welcome. Time there 68.90 on our first clear round.
13-year-old Zangerzai Gelding, Kennedy Z will be the ride for Ansgar Holters Jr. for the owners Gut Einhaus of Wellington.
Yeah, fault free. Time 61.95 for Ansgar Holters Jr. with the Kennedy Z. It takes the early lead here, about 7 seconds faster than the previous time there from Clara Prop at Highway.
Next to our riders on course for Canada here at Cassidy Rain, a Rain family of Raleigh, North Carolina, sending in the 13-year-old Belgian warm blood gelding. This is Val de Vuxel.
And just the time faults there. It's 3 on the clock for Cassidy Rain and Val de Vuxel. 73.80, score of 3.
Representing Guatemala in our lineup here today, Valentina Arenas Saravia is up on Lacido. Lacido and the Oldenburg gelding, 11-year-old from the Alpine Stables of Wellington. Always glad to see everybody back up and on the way out now as we will continue. In just a moment, U25 competition is presented by BrainJuice, part of the series offered here during our Winter Equestrian Festival. Leading into our semifinal, as we mentioned, under the lights tomorrow evening. Finals also ahead of us. And honoring BrainJuice, the #1 natural daily brain supplement. Here's SCO Carla, the next of our horses on course. Nicole Veloxo Manana is the owner of the rider from Coral Gables and representing Mexico in our lineup today with a 14-year-old Dutch warm blood mare, once all is clear.
That's a clear for Mexico's Nicole Velasco Magana with the FCO Carla, and the time 60.38. A little over a second and a half faster than Ansgar Holtgers Jr.'s. That'll take the lead at this point. And our $10,000 BrainJuice U25. Welcome. Nicole Velasco Magana, new leader. Ansgar Holtgers Jr., second. Claire Prop in third.
Very next on course, Caroline Mawhinney from Woodside, California, is the rider up on Stella La Vista. Hanoverian Mares, a 16-year-old, showing here against the clock.
Caroline Mawhinney clear with the Stella La Vista for the U25 Welcome, sponsored by BrainJuice, and it goes into third place with a time of 64.95.
Lead time at 6:038. That's the target now here early on. Fayuri and Alexa L. Lignelli will be our next rider on course. Here is the 11-year-old gelding from Skyline Sport Horses of Wellington.
For Alexa Lignelli and Fayuri, it's just the 4-fault, 67-21. That time going into 6th place early in the U25. Welcome, sponsored by BrainJuice.
10th in the order, 62 starters. Here is Dominic Gibbs with Clip de la Hazy. His anger's eye gelding, a 12-year-old from Top Secret of Wellington.
Yeah, clear round is 66-66 for Dominic Gibbs with the Clip de la Hazy, currently in 4th place. Leading time right now is 60.38 for Mexico's Nicole Velasco Magana with FCO Carla. It's Ansgar Holtkers Jr. in 2nd with Kennedy Z. Caroline Mawini in 3rd with Stella Levista.
Showing out of a home base at Copper Canyon, Texas, Laurel Walker is our next rider on course. She's the owner and the rider aboard Armani. She is piloting a 14-year-old Dutch warm blood gelding. We have seen 10 of 62.
Laura Walker clear with Armani, and it takes over the 4th place spot in the standings. U25, welcome. Fault-free round there.
Out of Oakland, California, Lena Haas, the next of our U25 riders. The owner rider up on the Oldenburg mare, the 13-year-old Sintana.
67.81 with the clear round for Elena Haas and Santana into 6th place. .38 current leading time from Mexico's Nicole Velasco Magana, Oscar Holtkers Jr., and Kennedy Z in 2nd at 61.95, and at 64.95, it's Caroline Mahoney in 3rd with Stella Levista.
On the way in now, introduce Stella Buckingham and Cash Money for the Santa Rosa Group of Los Angeles. Stella is paired up with the 12-year-old Oldenburg gelding, Cash Money.
Yes, the 4 jumping at 8-8 and 8 on the clock there for a total of 12 for Stella Buckingham with Cash Money. Time 78.24.
Next rider, of course, Canadian Haley Mercer, the owner rider from Langley, British Columbia, and her mount for the U25 class is Crown Royal. Canadian Sport Horse gelding, the 13-year-old Crown Royal.
.73 seconds flat. It's just the 2 on the clock for Canada's Haley Mercer with Crown Royal. Goes into 8th place. Yeah, current leading time 60.38 from Nicole Velasco Magana and FC Ocarla. Ansgar Holtkers Jr. Kennedy's in second. Caroline Mawini Stella Levista in third.
Under the bridge now and on the way into our international arena. For our afternoon feature, U25 continues. Haley Royce. OQ Art Kyle is the mount for Haley for Royce Sport Horses of Wellington. Haley aboard a 10-year-old Irish sport horse mare.
Yeah, 16 for jumping and 23 on the clock for a total of 39. The time 93:32.
Introducing our next rider here, Teddy Pritzker aboard Giovanna C, the 13-year-old Dutch warm blood mare owned by the Evergreen Stables of Chicago.
Is 71-19. Teddy Pritzker, Giovantesi finishing with a 1 on the clock. Just the 1 for time there. 71-19 for Teddy Pritzker with the Evergreen Stables entry.
Combination of Hallie Grimes for the ride up on Marguerite de Mariposa, a 12-year-old Belgian warm blood mare, and the ownership of Can We Keep It from Houston, Texas.
Hallie Grimes and Marguerite de Mariposa with a fall-free round for the U25. Welcome, sponsored by BrainJuice. 65.03 for Hallie and Marguerite. Goes into 4th place at this point.
Here now is a 14-year-old Oldenburg Gelding tailor-made Cantu, the rider Anastasia Nielsen from Monaco.
Score of 4. Those penalties against the clock for Anastasia Nielsen and tailor-made Cantu. 74-90, 4 for time.
Second ride now for Mia Bagnano here at Valley of Skill Big Bucks for the Elon Farm of Newark, New Jersey. Right now with the 11-year-old Irish Sport Horse Gelding.
Just the time there. 2 against the clock for Mia Baganano and the Balios Big Bucks. 70-25 with a score of 2. Yeah, through 19, it's Nicole Velasco Magana in the lead with FCO Carla at 60.3.
Second ride now for Ansgar Holders Jr. with Good Morning B for Goodine House of Wellington. Up on his second mount, just a Dutch warm blood gelding, a 13-year-old.
For jumping with the 3 against the clock for Ansgar Holders Jr. and Good Morning B, 73-63, a score of 7.
Competition here today being brought to you by BrainJuice. You can find BrainJuice products at Wellington International Concessions or online at their website, brainjuice.me. Here at Keoki and Alex Alston at Pine Hollow Farm of Wellington for the ownership of Keoki. Rider teamed up now with a 15-year-old Holsteiner stallion. We have seen 20 out of 62 starters here in our U25 class.
(66-78) knockdown at the Oxford at the Griffiths Residential Combination for Alexander Alston and Keoki to finish on 4.
Audrey Schultz and Disa DM42 will be the next of our combos on the course. Horse owned by Andrew Borns from Wellington. 10-year-old Swedish warm blood mare, Disa DM.
Yeah, clear over the fences. 3 on the clock for Audrey Schultz with the Andrew Bourne's entry, DM 42. Time 73:40. 3 for Tom.
Very next on course for Canada, here is Sarah Tyndale with Keno for the Ashford Farm on course now for Canada. Keno is 16-year-old Holsteiner Stallion.
.72.09, Sarah Tyndale and Keno finish up with 2 against the clock. And the BrainJuice U25 welcome. Leading time still at 60.38 from Nicole Velasco Magana with FCO Carla.
Here's Maggie Jacobs and Clyde VA for Pony Up Sport Horses Limited of Edenton, North Carolina. North Carolina base entry, they say 15-year-old Holsteiner Stallion Clyde.
Yeah, 6 on the clock at 76:50 for Maggie Jacobs and Clyde VA, and 4 jumping at 8B to finish on a total of 10 for Maggie Jacobs and Clyde VA.
The rider Nina Malave is up on the Rain family entry. Here is Mademoiselle A. The entry is a 12-year-old Belgian warm-blood mare owned by the Rain family of Raleigh, North Carolina. Rider for France.
66-28 home on 4 for Nina Malave with the Rain family's Mademoiselle A.
Introducing our next rider now for the U25 competition, Mia Manis out of Woodbury, Connecticut, upon Holiday the 5th. Mia teamed up with a 12-year-old Dutch warm blood gelding. Target still at 60380. That's the target clear so far.
Yeah, for it, A of the orange twist combination, 67-66 for Mia Manis and Holiday the 5th with a knockdown at 8A.
Next rider on the way in now to our international arena here is Amira Katana and Nashville Hero. Owned by Lee Katana out of Hollis, New Hampshire. The rider appearing now with 11-year-old Belgian warm blood gelding.
Yeah, for jumping at the Brain Java vertical at 7 and 7 on the clock for Amir Katani with Nashville Hero. Total of 11. That time 77-36.
National riders on course. Canadian rider William Martin will be aboard Ricor Courcelle, a 19-year-old Cell Francais gelding with the Block Show Stables of Connecticut. Canadian rider William Martin. The lead time again 60380.
Canada's William Martin and Ricor Corcel with the clear round for the BrainJuice U25. Welcome. Time 68.25 going into 8th for the Canadian rider.
Tone signals to start for our next rider, Lola Head, the owner and rider from Houston, Texas. Yeah, her mount today, Chelene du Blondel, and appearing with a 12-year-old Cell Francais mare in the BrainJuice U25.
Yeah, clear for the owner rider out of Houston, Texas, Lola Head with Chelene du Blondel. 68.98 the time into 10th place in the standings for the BrainJuice U25. Welcome.
On the way into our international arena this afternoon, here is the ride for Virginia Bonnie and Fadea, owned by Nina Bonnie of Prospect, Kentucky, and Virginia teamed up with a 15-year-old Dutch warm blood mare.
$62.21 with 4 at 8B for Virginia Bonnie and Fadea.
Taking us up to our drag break, halfway point. We introduce Stephanie Garrett, Postage Stamp Farm of Wellington, sending in Darius Ducazeg Z. And our final horse and rider before the drag break, this is a 13-year-old Zangerzide Gelding. 31 that will follow after our short break after this trip.
And for 70, Garrett and Darius to get Z for faults on the course at 8B with the time of 68.68. That takes us to the track break here for the BrainJuice U25. Welcome. It's Mexico's Nicole Velasco Magana in the lead with FCO Carla at 60.38. Oscar Holtgers Jr., Kennedy Z in second. Caroline Mawini sits in third with Stella de Vista. Ellie Grams with Margarita Mariposa in fourth. And Laura Walker rounds out the top five with Armani. Currently 31 have shown, 31 still to go.
My first goal when I decided to be a professional is to become like the best horsewoman I can be. It's really important for me to find the balance with my family, with the horses, that is my passion. Work with the horses every day to do what I love. I used to have like one passion was the horses, and now I have two with my daughter. So I really want to have this balance in my life. I'm Marie Ecart, I'm a professional show jumper representing France, and I'm Lola's mom. Be mindful, be present, turn on your brain.
Welcome to Carlswood, the home of Irish Olympic medalist, coach and international horse producer, Cian O'Connor. At Carlswood, we pride ourselves on the belief that success is reward for effort. Set in County Meath, Carlswood is the home of Cian's industry-leading high-performance centre. The Carlswood system is based on a structured approach to daily routine and meticulous planning to help reach our goals. At Carlswood, Cian and the team work together to provide coaching, mentoring, advice on horse purchases and goal setting. We also facilitate students who wish to progress their show jumping skills while they study in universities in Ireland and across Europe. When it comes to developing your horse's fitness, scheduling and planning around competitions, no stone is left unturned. At Carlswood, we are committed to delivering quality, a place where our goal is the fulfilment of your ambition.
Can Jumper make you a show jumping expert? With Jumper, explore the latest event results, discover top horses and riders, and follow your favorites. Jumper delivers data from around the world, so you're always the most informed. Download now and take the guesswork out of show jumping with Jumper.
feels like this.
Can Jumper help you find your next top horse? Let's say you're looking for an 8-year-old, competing at meter 40, jumping clear 60% of the time. Jumper lets you find top horses by age, pedigree, or performance. Download now and take the guesswork out of show jumping with Jumper.
Be a part of show jumping history when the Show Jumping Hall of Fame hosts many of the sport's living legends at its annual induction gala. The gala takes place on Sunday evening, March 3rd at the Wanderers Club in Wellington. This year's inductees are Pancho Lopez, Katie Prudence, longtime barn manager, and Laura Kraut's gold medal Olympic mount Cedric. Also on hand to receive the Show Jumping Hall of Fame's second annual international award will be former Olympic, World, and World Cup champion Rodrigo Pessoa of Brazil. Don't miss this very special evening when the Show Jumping Hall of Fame honors the history of our sport and those who helped make it great. It's Sunday evening, March 3rd at the Wanderers Club in Wellington. Order your tickets today at showjumpinghalloffame.net. Overall sponsor this week is Florida Coast Equipment. Kubotas are on the way out now as we thank them for their continued support, providing all of our machinery and all the great tractors involved in grooming our arenas for the Winter Equestrian Festival. Back in action now, 31 from home. We have 31 to go. Hunter Champy will get us back underway with High Hopes SFN, a 12-year-old Dutch warm-blood gelding from MDHT Equestrian out of Bedminster, New Jersey. Mexico's Nicole Velasco Manana leading the way with FC Ocola. The time to beat is 60.380.
.64.56 at the time, and finishing on a score of 4 for Hunter Champy with High Hopes SFN following the knockdown at 8A.
Here's a rider out of Oyster Bay, Long Island, New York, and Sagamore Farms, Corinne Sweeney rides Calgary 5, a 10-year-old Oldenburg gelding.
.73.13, that will yield to 3 on the clock. No jumping faults. Just the time there for Corinne Sweeney with Calgary 5.
Paired up with the 10-year-old Belgian warm blood mare, Omega H and DMB. Here's the rider, Lee Stevens, for the Rendezvous Farm of Shorewood, Wisconsin.
Haley Stevens goes clear with a Rendezvous Farms Omega H&DB in 8th place with a time of 67.93.
Out to challenge now, we introduce Irish rider Daniel Gainey, showing the Pine Hollow Farm-owned Valia Sylvia. Horse out of here in Wellington, the ride for the Irish competitor with a 9-year-old Oldenburg mare.
$70.71. It's clear for Ireland's Daniel Gainey with the Valia Sylvia, owned by the Pine Hollow Farm, goes into 12th place for the young Irishman.
U25 Welcome continues on, sponsored by BrainJuice, and here at Mystic Sea Van Hayville, the ride for Caitlin Kiley. Kiley Equestrian of Rumson, New Jersey, listed for the ownership of the Belgian Warm Blood Gelding. This is a 12-year-old.
And that's it clear for Caitlin Kiley and the Kiley Equestrian owned Mystic Sea Van Hayville to 64.87 the time, going into 3rd place for Caitlin Kiley and Mystic.
Combination of Bailey McKeever and Formidable will be up next. The 14-year-old Dutch warm blood mare, owner ridden for the rider out of Brewster, New York.
Yeah, 4 faults knocked down at the Mars Equestrian Vertical at fence 9 for Bailey McKeever and Formidable. The time 66.10.
Up next, we introduce Canadian riders Sabrina Lefebvre and RF Most Wanted, on a rider from St. Anne du Propre, Quebec, Canada. 11-year-old gelding the ride for Sabrina Lefebvre.
Yeah, Sabrina Lefebvre and RF Most Wanted home on 10. It's 8 faults in the field with 2 against the clock.
For the Owners Temple Equestrian out of Hamden, Massachusetts, Grace Debney is the rider-up on Bohème de la Roque. Bearing on course, representing Great Britain, and is up on the entry, Celle Francais, 13-year-old mare.
Yeah, score 1 for time for Great Britain's Grace Debney and Bohème de la Roque. Time 71.70 is just the 1 against the clock.
Combination, our next rider, Olivia Sweetenham, is up on the 10-year-old Swedish warm-blood mare, Debbie Harry, owned by the Sweet Oak Farm of Wellington. Olivia Sweetenham rides.
63.94, clear round for Olivia Sweetnam with Debbie Harry by the Sweet Oak Farm. Goes into third place for Olivia and Debbie. Nicole Velasco Magana keeps the lead at 60.38 with FCO Carl Ansgar. Holt goes junior in second with Kennedy Z.
Representing Mexico in our international field for the U25 division, here is Karim Perez Nunez with Dolce Vita and De Lucky up on the 11-year-old mare.
Yeah, 4 at 8A for Karim Perez and Dolce Vita. 70.35 the time with the knockdown at 8A. Yeah, Mexico's Nicole Velasco Magana on top with FCO Carla at 60.38. Ansgar Holtgers Jr. Kennedy Z in second. Olivia Sweetnam recently moving into third with Debbie Harry. Galen Kiley currently fourth with Mystic C. Van Haveld, and Caroline Mawini in fifth with Stella Levista.
Second ride now for Alina Haas from Oakland, California, and she appears now at Global Jetivia. Piloting a 15-year-old Belgian warm-blood mare in our U25 class, brought to you by BrainJuice.
Yeah, rails at 7 and 8 B, the time 63.92, score of 8 for Elena Haas and Global Jativia.
20 to go now. We have 20 left here in our grand finale of our Thursday program. Daisy Farish, the rider up on our next horse, the rider out of Versailles, Kentucky for lanes and show jumping with Kuala van der Rolbeek. Pairing now with an 8-year-old Belgian warm blood mare, the first of 20 to go.
For jumping with the 2 on the clock for Daisy Farish and Kuala van der Rolbeek. 6, the score with the time of 72.72.
Don't setting our next combination on the way here at Nicholas Pongratz with a Gangster Z, owned by APG Gangster Z Syndicate out of Wellington. Canadian rider is up on the Anchor's Eye gelding. This is a 12-year-old showing against the clock.
Home on 4, and those penalties coming against the clock for Canada's Nicholas Pongratz with Gangster Z. The time 74.91, finishing up with just the time.
Introducing the rider Isabel Cox out of Texas with Enrique, the 15-year-old Dutch warm blood gelding. Enrique is owned by 5 Roosters of Westlake Hills, Texas. U25 welcome class, sponsored by BrainJuice.
Score of 8, 72-19. The time for Isabel Cox and Enrique. Yeah, rails coming at 8B and 11. 72-19. Will also incur 2 against the clock for a total of 10.
Introducing our next combo on course here, Maggie Hill aboard Maestro Ben Ed Rusiker for the Summit Farms out of Jackson, Wyoming. Maggie teamed up with a Belgian warm blood gelding. This is a 12-year-old.
Maggie Hill and Maestro Van Rusiker, no faults over the fences. The time 74.20 yields 4 against the clock.
Representing Mexico in our international field here today, here at Maya Denis Chambon with Gentien de Muse, appearing with a 10-year-old gelding.
Rails at 3 fences. The score is at 12 for Mexico's Maya Denis Chambon and Gentien de Muse. 64.87 the time.
Tom Watson for Ireland will be the next rider on course with Abora's Laura for Coolmore Show Jumping in Tipperary, Ireland. Tom Watson aboard the 9-year-old Estonian sport horse mare, Abora's Laura.
63-21. Yeah, finishing up with 4 for the Irishman Tom Watchman with Bora's Laura. The knockdown coming at 8B.
Next on course now, here is Riley Delbecq and Cardoza 4. Riley is partnered with the 11-year-old Westphalian gelding owned by Todd Minikus Limited of Lake Worth. And our next entry on course, Cardoza 4.
Single knockdown for Riley Delbecq with Cardozo 4. Coming at B of the orange twist combination, 69-13, just the 4 there for Riley Delbecq with Cardozo.
Second ride now for Hunter Champion out of Bedminster, New Jersey, and her mount is Estorina. Pairing now with the 15-year-old Dutch warm-blood mare for MDHT Equestrian in Bedminster, New Jersey.
$67.98, and it's home on 12 for Hunter Champy and Estorina.
Early lead time still standing at the top of our leaderboard for the BrainJuice U25 Welcome, 60.38 for that target. Rider from Mexico in the lead at the present time. We are looking at a total of 12 more to go. 12 left for our finale here today. VDL auction coming up here tonight in the International Arena. Coco Mercedes and Carly McCutcheon will be up next. Purple Rain Investments of Aubrey, Texas for the ownership. Okay, as you were. So Charlize is going to go first of the two. Here's Emotion to Riverland and Charlize Cassis. Horse under the ownership of Always Faithful Equine out of Illinois. This Cell Francais mare is a 10-year-old.
Yeah, finishing on 10, 4 at 8B, 6 on the clock at 76.83 for Charlize Cassis and Emotion to Riverland.
And now we have Coco Mercedes and Carly McCutcheon. Up next, the 11-year-old Westphalian mare. Sends our next combo on the way. Carly showing Coco Mercedes, Purple Rain Investments of Aubrey, Texas for the ownership.
.65.06, it's a clear for Carly McCutcheon and Coco Mercedes. And for Carly and Coco, that goes into 7th place in our standings at 65.06.
Here, Natalie Dean, the next for our riders on course. Natalie aboard Oasis Man to Buckstail from Marigold Sport Horses in Mountain View, California. And she is partnered with a 10-year-old Belgian warm blood mare.
61-19, it's a clear round and into second for the USA's Natalie Dean with Oasis Vanderbilt, still owned by Marigold Sport Horses. Mexico's Nicole Velasco Magaña still holds the lead with FCO Carl at 60.38. Ansgar Holtkers Jr. drops to third with Kennedy's.
Showing out of Frankfort, Illinois, here is Ashley Miles with Conru as the next of our U25 competitors. She is aboard a 15-year-old gelding Conru.
Yeah, front rail at the final fence down. It's 4 jumping at 11, 4 on the clock at 74-13 for Ashley Miles and Conru.
Zambia Z, a 10-year-old mare, is owned and ridden by Canadian rider. Here is Imad Filiotro. Maud, the owner and the rider from Saint Esprit, Quebec, Canada. Well, just a bit soggy on that walk back to the end gates. Glad to see everybody back up. Unfortunate fall at the water option here in the class. We have a total of 7 more to compete. And here in just a moment, we'll send off Bellissimo Z and Ashley Vogel from here in Wellington. And the mount for Ashley is a Zanker's Eye mare. This is a 15-year-old.
63.80 for Ashley Vogel and Bellissimo Z. So 4 coming at 8B, 63.80 that time.
Top 3 unchanged now. The BrainJuice U25 welcome class. We're down to our final 6 here in the lineup. Caitlin Kiley is up on DeCurio. The Kiley Equestrian of Rumson, New Jersey. She's partnered with a Hanoverian gelding. This is a 14-year-old.
Clear for Caitlin Kiley and DeCurio, and that'll go into 4th place for Caitlin Kiley with DeCurio at 63.37. Caitlin also in 6th currently with Mystic C. Van Haveld with just the 5 remaining for the U25 at BrainJuice welcome.
Very next here is Sophia Katie and ZG Bella. This is a 12-year-old mare owned by the Twist Studio of Austin, Texas.
And for Twist Studio, ZG Bella and Sophia Katie, it's a total of 19. 7 on the clock, 12 in the field.
Down to our final 4 now. Abigail Gordon joining us out of Statesville, North Carolina with Nice Girl Demuse. Abigail partnered with a 12-year-old Zanker's Eyed mare. This is Nice Girl Demuse. 3 left. Nicole, Natalie, and Ensgar, top 3 so far here in the U25 Welcome, brought to you by BrainJuice.
$73.26 for Abigail Gordon and Nice Girl de Muse Z. It's a score of 11-8 for jumping 3 against the clock for the rider out of Statesville, North Carolina.
Here's the second ride for Irish rider Francis Derwin. Helene is owned by Oakland Ventures of Richmond, Virginia. 15-year-old Dutch warm blood mare, the ride for the Irish competitor.
$62.09 for Ireland's Francis Derwin and Eliana to clear round with the Oakland Ventures entry for the Irishman, and that goes into 4th place for Francis Derwin and Eliane. Top 3 unchanged: Nicole Velasco Magana, Natalie Dean, Oscar Holtkers Jr., with Francis Derwin going into 4th with just 2 left.
And the first half of the remaining 2, here is Cartagena with Lucy Delorier showing for Lucia of New York City. The ride for Lucy, Estonia Sport Horse Mare, 10-year-old, first half of the remaining 2.
67-63 with a score of 4. 8B down for Lucy Delorier and Cartagena.
Time to catch still at the top is 6038. Nicole Velasco Millana for Mexico. Last on course, Stella Wasserman is the rider from Los Angeles with play. 12-year-old Swedish warm blood gelding will be our last on course.
Yeah, scrolling around there, just the time faults for Stella Wasserman and play clear over the fences. Time 81.60 with 11.4 time. Top call today will go to Mexico's Nicole Velasco Magano with FC Ocarla winning time. And our BrainJuice U25 welcome today's 60.38. And for the Mexican riders, Natalie Dean to finish second with Oasis Van der Buxtel. Ansgar Hultkers Jr. third with Kennedy Z. We'll get the rest of the results to you in just a moment. Preparing our winning entry for presentation here at the conclusion of our BrainJuice U25 welcome here in the International Arena. So it's Nicole Velasco Magano with the win today with the FC Ocarla. Second place honors going to Natalie Dean with Oasis Van der Buxtel. Ansgar Hultkers Jr. and Kennedy Z finish in third. Ireland's Frances Derwin fourth with Eliane. Caitlin Kiley placing fifth with De Curio. Sixth award going to Olivia Sweetnam and Debbie Harry. Seventh, another ride for Caitlin Kiley. Mystic C. Van Haveld, as Caitlin posted two entries in our top 8 for the BrainJuice U25 welcome today. Caroline Mooney finishes 8th with Stella Levista. 9th award goes to Hallie Grams with Margarita Mariposa. In 10th, it's Carly McCutcheon with Coco Mercedes. Laurel Walker partnered with Armani as our 11th place combination. And 12th award, rounding out the ribbons with her Dominic Gibbs and Clip de la Hazy. Yeah, bringing back our winning combination, our rider representing Mexico in today's BrainJuice U25. Welcome Nicole Velasco Magana with the win aboard FC Ocala at 60.38 to earn the top call in our BrainJuice U25. Welcome today. Longtime leader in the class, held the lead for about 55 rounds out of the 62 starters we saw for today's U25 competition, sponsored by BrainJuice. We have Lisa Ellis, Chief Executive Officer of BrainJuice, with us for the presentation. BrainJuice is the #1 natural daily brain supplement, a proud partner and major sponsor of Wellington International. You can find BrainJuice products at Wellington International concessions or online at brainjuice.me. Use discount code WEF for 20% off your purchase. That's WEF for the discount. Be mindful, be present, turn on your brain. Also, the BrainJuice U25 Series winner will receive a customized electric motorbike and a free flight for 1 horse to travel to Europe to compete at a show this summer. Congratulations again to Mexico's Nicole Velasco Magana with FC Ocala to take the win in today's U25 Welcome, sponsored by BrainJuice. Yeah, thanks to Lisa Ellis, Chief Executive Officer of BrainJuice, for being with us for the presentation here this afternoon. Congratulations again to Nicole Velasco Magana with the win, besting a field of 62. And today's BrainJuice U25 Welcome.